The March 24th, 2022 City of Friendswood Planning and Zoning Commission regular meeting is now called to order. We will begin this evening by receiving any communications from the public or committee liaisons to the commission. To comply with provisions of the Open Meetings Act, the commission may not deliberate on subjects discussed under this agenda item. However, the commission may direct such subjects be placed on a later regular commission agenda for discussion and/or possible action. Seeing no one from the public wishes to speak at this time, we will move to the next. Next is our consent agenda. These items are considered routine or ministerial in nature and will be enacted with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of items unless a commissioner so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately. Is there a motion to approve the minutes of the Planning and Zoning regular meeting held Thursday, March 10th, 2022?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. Okay, next on the agenda are action items. According to the Planning and Zoning Rules of Procedure R 2021-18, all action of the commission shall be made by an affirmative vote of 4 or more members of the commission present at such commission meetings. Our first action item tonight is to consider approval of the partial preliminary plat of Avalon at Friendswood Detention, a private subdivision being 12.9 acres of land out of the Mary Fabro Survey A-69, City of Friendswood, Galveston County, Texas. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, Aubrey, is there a staff summary?
Yes, sir. So this is just the preliminary plat to begin the development on the other side of Friendswood Parkway. This is for the detention pond, so they can start digging the pond. Since the entire property is not being platted, we'll require like a temporary easement recorded to access the property in the meantime. But other than that, it meets the requirements.
Okay. I see the applicants here. Is there any comments you'd like to make to us tonight?
Only to address
If you would, just, if you're gonna, you have something.
Thank you.
State your name again, just for the record.
Bobby Skinner with Taylor Morrison, and only to address any questions that you might have.
Okay. Well, hang out just a second then.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a discussion, moving to a discussion, Mr. Sasson.
Yeah, I don't have any comments. It looks like a fine detention pond to me.
Excellent. Thank you.
Travis, what do you think? Okay, does anybody have anything they'd like to ask Mr. Skinner? Okay, I have nothing. So we have a motion to approve in a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. All right. Our next action item is to consider approval of the site plan for the Avalon Recreation Center to be located at 1700 Tanner Brook Lane, Friendswood, Texas. Do we have a motion?
I'll motion to approve.
I'll second.
Second.
Who won? It was close.
Aubrey?
Yes, so this is in the Avalon Section 1, their recreation center. It's in a green space just when you enter the subdivision. The proposed plan does include a pavilion with restrooms, several sports courts, lockers, and shade structures. So it's right on the lake, so it should be a nice amenity for the subdivision.
All right. Mr. Skinner, anything you'd like to say to us? Or same?
Same. Happy to answer any questions. We're excited to get started on this.
We do have the little video for you if y'all want to see the YouTube video of the rec center.
Okay.
Y'all want to see it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't it. That's
I think so.
Mhm.
is going to be the only bocce ball court in Friendswood.
It's building anticipation. It's fantastic. You love it. I invite everyone to come see it.
I can. I had tried it on my computer earlier, and it worked fine in presentation mode. But we'll do it. We'll do this the old-fashioned
We were
way.
trying to be really smart and insert a little link in our presentation.
This is what happens when you overreach. Oh, how do I? Well,
Oh, look.
I don't like this at all.
You're close. It's getting there.
It's right there.
You see what I'm saying? No, I This was not.
Looky there. That is not what our homes look like, by the way.
Oh, here we go.
So it's kind of flying over the lake, looking back, yeah. That's a very nice amenity.
Yeah. I would love to tell you that I'm going to build that boardwalk. The fine folks at the Galveston County Consolidated Drainage District had reservations about that. Unfortunately, we will not be building that aspect of it. We will have, Aubrey mentioned lockers. On the, what would be the east end of it, there will be a, I call it the kayak shack, but it's a storage facility where you could go take your kayak or your canoe and lock it in there and then use it for the lake. Taylor Morrison right there is a butterfly garden. You actually saw some butterflies. Taylor Morrison is the first national builder to partner with National Wildlife Federation. Part of that effort is as we bring new communities online, there's a big drive to create areas for monarch butterflies to flourish. With our new communities, we're pursuing that. A lot of green space, a lot of seating, but it was interesting designing a rec site for this long, narrow area, but pretty happy with the plan and have had some offline discussions with the drainage district about a possible kayak launch or something where we can actually reach out, kind of extend the facility out into the water. And there was a kind of a warm reception to that idea, so we'll see.
There's something very similar to that, sounds like, at Lake Friendswood, so.
Yes, sir. They're very similar.
Floating though.
Yes, yeah. I've done a little bit of research on those things, and I would have not fallen out of a canoe several times had I had something like that to get in it. Yeah. So any questions, I'm happy to answer. But we're excited to get started, and
It's up to you.
I'm good. Thank you.
excellent.
One quick one. Is there a dumpster kind of arrangement or trash kind of pickup? What's the plan for that?
No dumpster. Typically what we've done and what I expect we'll do in this community, there are on that plan, there are garbage cans here and there and everywhere.
Oh,
And with the landscape maintenance,
Ah.
that'll be part of their job to replace those bags, empty them out and put new bags in there. And if anybody hasn't had the opportunity to drive down there, I invite you to drive down Friendswood Parkway. Our perimeter fence is probably, our brick fence is probably maybe a little bit more than 50% complete now. Model homes are going fast and furious, and we've got a number of homes under construction. Sales have been good, and so everything's going according to plan right now.
Good. That's awesome. Mr. Sassen.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm surprised there's no swimming pool. The first thing, in Houston, usually people want something that's cold, but it's not something that's going to affect my vote. Just surprised.
There was discussion and debate and thoughts on both sides
Understand
of that.
I imagine there's liability issues, and anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yep.
No, I think this is very, very nice. I think it's going to be, and I have been out there, and it does look like you're coming along, and
Thank you.
it looks like it's going to be very nice.
Yeah,
I have no
we're
comment.
we're excited to start doing some pretty stuff instead of just moving dirt around.
Looks like most of the ones on the water have already sold, huh?
The lake is beautiful. Yes, we're anxious to get section 2, which will complete all the development construction south of Friendswood Parkway. We're in the process of. Y'all will see that soon.
Oh, I did have one comment. I did notice that you still call it Friendswood Lake Parkway or Boulevard on your drawings, which is no longer a road in Friendswood. So
Yes.
when you have a chance, when you do an
Yes.
update, you might want to update it and show the correct name on that road.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Yeah, that was the only comment I had.
Well, no, I think it's a great amenity, as I said earlier, so well done.
Thank you.
The homeowners will enjoy that. So I think that's all our questions for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Shows to be unanimous. All right, the next action item is to consider approval of the site plan for a proposed office complex to be located at 1 Hatcher Lane, Friendswood, Texas. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve?
Second.
Aubrey?
So this is going to be another development in the downtown district. It's kind of a weird little piece of property, but long and skinny. It actually is just a little branch off of 518 known as Hatcher Lane. And so the applicant is proposing 3 office buildings. They'll be shell buildings. And since the property is long and skinny, it'll be the 3 buildings like down the length of the property. They meet all the downtown district requirements. It's just they're required to do the 6-foot just paved sidewalk since they don't actually have frontage on 518. So they are adding that, and they're doing the 2 and 4-inch trees. Oh, actually no, just do 2-inch trees along the right of way since it's not actually 518. So, but they meet the requirements. There's no outstanding comments.
Mr. Sassen?
I have very few comments on this. I was kind of hoping this would be a showpiece for the downtown. It's kind of a couple of commercial buildings, but there's nothing technically wrong with it, and so I have no opposition to it.
Aubrey actually answered my questions on the sidewalk, and I didn't know if it required a bench in that area, so that was the only questions I was going to have.
Dick?
I'm just a little unclear what the left margin of the plat is that I'm looking at. Is that actually the Hatcher Lane, or is that 518? Okay.
Somebody's got the mic off.
Oh,
Yeah, he
no,
was just.
there's a mic missing somewhere. Dick's on.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine's on. I was just unclear as to what I couldn't see a label or anything, so
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what that was.
Becky
Yes,
or Aubrey?
the solid black line to the left of those 4 trees is
Yeah.
the property line. And then directly to the left of that, that's Hatcher Lane.
Right, yeah. I see that. Okay, great, thank you.
No, no comments or questions.
No, no, I think it's a nice development, and it's a huge upgrade for that piece of property with the buildings around it. I think it's gonna, I mean, understanding Mr. Sassen's, Commissioner Sassen's viewpoint, I understand, but I think it's definitely gonna look nice and definitely better than the storage sheds that were there, so.
Right.
So
That's
thank you. Is it in design, isn't it a similar design to the ones that you did on Winding Way, or?
It's similar. Winding Way, we're flanked with the parking in the middle. Didn't work here, but this is, I mean, I'll own that building. We're investing in Friendswood personally. And so we have an abundance of parking, but we're looking to build to suit someone that comes in. We have an insurance agency already in, but other than that, we'll see what happens. We're
And I
taking a
actually think
chance.
I didn't give you a chance to talk, did I? I went
No,
right,
that's fine.
right over you. Sorry about that. Is there anything else, anything you'd like to say about this? I'll give you your chance.
No, we're excited about it. It's a jump for us, but we're from here and investing here.
Right, yeah. Sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Thank you,
Appears to
guys.
Be unanimous. Thank you. Well, the next agenda topic is consideration and possible action regarding future planning and zoning commission meeting dates. Aubrey?
Our next regular meeting is Thursday, April 14th. We do have some items for that meeting lined up already, so we'll definitely be having that meeting. And then our second meeting on Thursday will be April 28th.
Okay. Our final agenda topic is communications, and we'll start with commissioner updates on liaison assignments or any general topics. I'll start with you, Mark.
Just a heads up that we'll pencil in a planning subcommittee meeting on the 14th, so the hour before, if you guys can make that. Aubrey and I were just thinking there's some needs to go ahead and execute the next iteration of that for the comprehensive plan. Is that correct?
Mhm.
So if you guys can support that, then we'll nail it down and then report on our status next time.
I have nothing.
Travis?
Unfortunately, I missed the GCCD meeting the other day with an injury, so I missed it completely. I was unable to see it, so I have nothing to report.
Tom?
Also looking to get the ordinance subcommittee together in the next week to two. So I'll be getting with everybody on that.
What's our next thing, Tom?
Is it-
What's our next item that we're?
Our next action item.
We were working on the sign ordinance.
Sign ordinance, good.
Yes.
What's our next one after that? I forget.
That's okay, we've,
Well,
Yes, we do need to regroup. I will say I have not messed with it a whole lot. The city and the school district were so kind as to drop all of their bond projects on our department at the exact same time. So we're just now getting caught up, so we can definitely start moving on ordinance subcommittee again.
Yeah, I think one of our action items would be go through our list again, get caught up.
Yes.
good, thanks.
Dick?
I have nothing to report.
Independent of what you just said, Travis, about the meeting, I was just gonna remind everybody that if they can't make one of the liaison assignments, then just let somebody know. Rich is our swing person in our current configuration. Just let him know, and if he can make it, great. If he can't, he can't.
I did reach out, but it was a last minute injury, so
no.
I didn't think it was.
No, I said independent of that, so it was just a
I get a
reminder.
waiver. Yeah, apologize.
No. Okay. That's all I had. We don't have our city council liaison this evening, so we'll move. Aubrey? Becky? Karen? Okay, with that, the March 24th, 2022 Planning and Zoning regular meeting is now adjourned.